Hi everyone, my name is Becky. This is your first time seeing me. I wasn't able to get a video in in my first segment, so I apologize for that. I'm working in Virginia at a community service board. In Virginia there are 40 community services boards that serve the state, and I'm working at the Middle Peninsula and Northern Neck Community Service Board. We're in a rural area of Virginia, and we serve 10 counties, and it covers a distance about 2,200 miles, so a lot of traveling in this rural area. I work at one of the counseling centers for my internship. I'm working the mental health. The focus of this counseling center is mental health and substance abuse. I have my field instructor is a licensed clinical social worker, and she is emergency services therapist. I also have an on-site supervisor who is head of case management. So I had two different supervisors on my internship. So far in the internship, my work with the therapist, besides my one-on-one, she's been doing a lot of forensic work in addition to her emergency services, as well as working at the hospital. She's assigned this month to work to do what's called mental health court, and what they do is they screen folks that have come to the hospital. They've only been there a couple days, and they're looking to see if they hold a court with the therapist of the local community service board, the therapist from the hospital, the lawyer that represents the client, and a judge. And they have these hearings to establish whether the client's going to stay in the hospital or be released to the community, generally after a crisis situation. So that's a different kind of work, and I've been enjoying that. I also, since this is a counseling center and it is mental health and substance abuse, my other focus is case management. So I'm going through the orientation of what a normal case management personnel would do if hired for the agency. And I've been most of that work has been in the field. I've been shadowing a case manager, and I've also done the orientation where I'm looking at the locations and the different resources that case managers use. And also, in addition to that, we just had a recovery walk this past Saturday. The substance abuse department put that on, and I did a little preparation work for them. And I also, in addition to that, did a little extra advance work. I didn't actually get involved in the fundraising. It was a little too late for that, but I helped out with the presentation. They had the congressman come speak, and they had some recovery speakers on hand. And so what I would like to ask the class this week is, I'm a person that's in long-term recovery. I run a peer-run resource center where it's a grant-funded federal program, and everybody that works under me is in recovery. Everybody that works at the center is in recovery from either substance abuse, mental health illness, or both. And it is a peer-run center. We're affiliated with the CSB in that we're the co-op, we're the consumer-operated programs of the agency. We stand alone in that we're grant-funded and we don't use the funds of the agency. Everybody at the counseling center who is familiar with our program, a lot of referrals come to me from the counseling center, although anybody can use the center that I work at. But that's my relation to the counseling center. Since I'm in recovery, I do get asked a lot by therapists on my daily basis to help different people that are in need of help for substance abuse, mostly services. And also, I'm asked to come over there and speak, maybe tell my story, and it's just really well known. There's no anonymity with me and my past lived experience. But what I have found as I'm working at the counseling center is that there are therapists that have come up to me, or different mental health workers who are in recovery, but they remain to keep their anonymity on the job. And I have found that by living out in the open and not really hiding my past lived experience, that it's an asset to my work. My lived experience is that most of the people we serve, over 50%, have some substance misuse issue, and are in recovery for something or another. I just wonder if you. Well, I just believe that people that are in the social work profession, it benefits them, and I don't really know why a social worker in that field would remain to be anonymous. And that would be my question. I've got a follow-up for next week, but I'm just going to end it there since I'm over time. Thanks. Bye.